That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to come out with, I'm trying to DJ. Wait for that. DJ mixed titty. Like, wait till I learn how to DJ. And the one AirPod, and like, and, and like a bronzer palette. Like, I don't know.
Hi, WUSSY, and welcome back to Queer in Quarantine. My name is Ivy Fischer, and I am humbly submitting my application to be the first trans Disney princess. I am joined today by a special guest, very special star. She is the mother of the House of Games. She is our bodybuilding Barbie. Everybody, please give it up for Miss Toto.
Hello, hello. What's up, everybody? I hope you're all having a lovely day.
Period. Hi, Miss Toto. How are you doing? How have you been during quarantine?
Girl, okay, so there are like lots of layers to that question. I feel like quarantine has been going on forever, which it really has been. And it's had a lot of ups and downs. Right now, I think I'm on an up. And I'm like in Chicago trying to just put out content. Like still trying to like do drag, because now, as you know, like we've had to shift to online for everything. And it's just a matter of taking what we used to do in the club and what we used to do at the bars and everything, and just really shifting it to online and to encourage people to still do that, because now places are opening, which I'm not feeling 100% comfortable with that, but now places are opening. So people think that it's okay to go out and do these drag shows and go out and see their favorite performers and everything. But the online market is like still there. And I really feel like people should be putting more focus on that, because like it's the safest way that we're still going to put out our art and more people can see it, which I also love. Like with the access to the world, like now we're not just stuck at our bar, and it's not just like, oh, I only can see Ivy when I go to Georgia. It's like, no, you can see Ivy online. I can see that bitch everywhere, which is what I love. I think that's great. So I'm alive, I'm here, I'm thriving as best as I can.
Definitely, I agree with you on that point of, digital drag is the safest realm and the safest avenue that we can take right now. So it's just really a matter of getting more people to hop on the bandwagon and pay attention to these girls when we are doing the shows and when they do have the opportunity to see us, because it's really not safe to go back into the clubs, y'all. I don't know why y'all are trying to run back up at the club and catch corona.
Exactly. Like, and I think part of what makes people think it's okay is the fact that like, okay, well, with the people are wearing masks, or like, I saw you did a drive-in show. Safe. That's safe. Stay in your car. I'm on the stage away from you. Like, that's great. But what are we going to do when it's winter? Like, I don't know what Georgia gets like, but Chicago gets like subterranean. So like, I just think it's really cool that we have the availability to use so much creativity with these online shows, like getting to create the backdrops and the whole like experience that you want people to have. And I don't think people think of it that way until they see someone else do it. It's like, oh, I didn't think that I could use a projector in this way, or the lighting, or the green screen and the look. It's like, yeah, you to create your whole setup, which does make it a little more challenging than at the bar, but I feel like the payoff is a lot more.
What has been your favorite part of doing it? Because I mean, I look to you every time there's a show. I know I'm about to get my life.
I don't know what it is, because my digital process is very similar to my like in real life drag process, but now I think I have the ability, like I said, to like get even crazier. Like if I'm at the club, I'm like, okay, I can't hoist myself from the ceiling and I can't get a crane in the club, but I do have a green screen. I do have lighting. I do have like the things that I could create the experience. And I think what I go to first and like think of is like the quality, like what is going to take this performance to the next level, or what is going to turn it just from like me in my living room to me being in the forest, despite me definitely being in my living room. And I think a lot of what people aren't thinking of is just like the small things, like film horizontally. That's it. And you don't need like Premiere, and I've done a lot of my stuff on iMovie. Like I literally downloaded an app on my phone, and it was like $30 for the whole year for editing. The stuff is in there for you to use, and it does have a little bit of a learning curve, but like once you're in it, you're in it. And also don't be afraid to ask for help, because there are so many people, not just drag performers, but like people who do video editing and photo editing and all that stuff who are also out of work and want stuff to do. For myself, like I'm not going to the club anytime soon. 2021, probably not, especially being in Chicago, probably not. And I know that I have to like kind of keep sitting in this digital drag realm and try to make it sustainable and get more people on board with it. Cause it had like a huge thing at the beginning, like Instagram, Zoom parties, da 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 da. And then it like, oh, clubs are open. Now we're not doing digital drag anymore. And I'm like, no, no, no. We still are over here. Like we're definitely doing digital drag over here.
Exactly. Y'all better support the dolls. Y'all better
Hello.
support the
And
show.
you've been killing it too. Like, bitch, like I think my favorite one is the one with all the sunflowers. Do you know what I'm talking about? It
Oh,
was like
yeah.
a couple months ago, and that's my favorite one, I think.
Yeah, that was SZA. That was Garden by SZA, and I did that with Loving You by Minnie Riperton. Thank you so much.
Love that one. And then your one you did for Anti was, uh,
Oh my
that
God.
show.
First of all, can I just say every single show that I do with you or anyone from Chicago, it's just like always a good experience. It's always a good time. Y'all are so creative. And then like going back to your point about just like the learning curve and everything, I feel like I've learned so much from just being cast in the shows with y'all. So that's on period poo.
Chicago.
I know you have like specific projects that you put out. I was in Wynwood Pride with you. That was completely fun and amazing. And then also you have a show called The Crystal Thems, correct?
Yes, of course. So Crystal Thems is a Steven Universe cosplay drag show put on by me and Ramona Slick, who is also another Chicago drag performer. And we were like, we both love Steven Universe. So we were like, let's just see what happens. Like, let's just see. And we did the first one, what was that, in July and June or July, and it like popped off to the point where like Rebecca Sugar, who's the illustrator and creator, like reshared it and everything. So we were like, okay, cool, let's do it again. And then this time, Rebecca shared it before it happened and like watched the stream, tipped the dolls, like it was crazy. So then we're gonna do one more before the end of the year, and it's gonna be like a 3-day festival where we're gonna do like a restream of Crystal Dems 1 with some added performances, Crystal Dems 2 with some added, and then Crystal Dems 3 is gonna be major. And I just think it's really cool because like Steven Universe is very queer forward, like very queer forward. Lots of like non-binary people, like visibly, like it's just gender and all that like doesn't matter in the world of Steven Universe. So I think it's an important message that like us as drag performers are putting this out there. But then also now we have even a younger demographic watching us. Like as soon as Rebecca Sugar shared it, it wasn't just like adults who love Steven Universe and drag fans. It was like, oh, the Steven Universe fans who are even younger are seeing drag and seeing drag in this light that's like shining onto the Steven Universe culture. And I think that's been like the biggest show that I've done / been a part of. And it's been really cool working with Ramona because I love them. And then just like everybody puts so much effort and like love into their performances because you kind of try to emulate that character and it's crazy. So like it is just crazy. So if you have not seen it yet, the next one is on October 22nd. And we'll be putting out promo probably by October 1st so people can like get in and save the date, whatever. And if you don't watch TV Universe, do that because it's quarantine and you have nothing else to do. So I think all the episodes are on Hulu. Have you watched it? Have you watched TV Universe?
Yeah, I love Steven Universe. I used to watch it more like when it first came out.
Yeah.
So I was definitely excited to see the show. I caught a few of the performances from the last show. I still need to like go back and see like everything, but I of course have seen your garnet look. I've seen like, I think Lauren, who did Laura do last time? It was
Laura
like,
did Rainbow Chords.
yes,
So
that
good.
was so good.
Ramona did White Diamond and went to like this temple in Chicago and was just like outside being gorgeous. I'm like, what is going on? Like, what is going on? It's always like when you get to see a cartoon character that you love just like come to life and put together so well. And I think that's what makes like drag cosplay different than cosplay. Because a lot of times you see like cosplayers, the look will be flawless, but it doesn't have that like extra elevated level that drag gives it. Like give me a stone, give me glitter, give me like, you know, like, yeah, the hair's perfect, but make it bigger. Like, give it that drag aspect, and then adding a performance on top of that makes it like, oh, now my character that I love is like coming to life. And you gave it another storyline. Like, I get to see a person acting out as this character. Like, pretty much just cosplay done by hot people. That's what I'm gonna say.
When the hotties do cosplay, you know it's a done deal.
Period.
I'm so glad to see, you know, Black artists thriving and doing what we do best. I'm always cheering y'all on, and I can't wait to see the show. I know that a lot of people have been into it, and I just hope that an even wider and bigger audience comes to y'all.
That's what we're hoping. And also, it's just a very, like, you know, the Steven Universe message is all about like love and acceptance and like just really loving who you are and loving everyone around you. And I think that's very important, especially now when like we don't get to physically be with each other and physically can't see each other. It's like we're all in this together, and we need to just like stay hunkered down and focused, and like we're gonna get through this as a team. Like, that's the whole like background message of it, but it's all about love, as cheesy as that sounds. Like, that's the Steven Universe message, and that's what we're trying to like give to the world via like an online Twitch stream as best we can.
That is definitely needed in this time. I know like everybody's always like in this time, given the circumstances, blah, blah, blah. But especially now with the way that we are moving towards an election, people need to be reminded that love is going to conquer all, and we just need to work together as a team. Stop dividing each other.
An election, oh, it's like literally September. And like the election's in November. So if you haven't sent in your absentee ballot, go request that, because I did that. I like live in Chicago now, but was a Miami girl for 5 years. So my address and everything is still in Miami. So I had to request mine, but like you have to print out things and like send stuff. It's just, it's not an easy thing to like vote outside of your state if you're trying. And like, especially with like Miss Thing and the White House trying to mess up the postal service, it's like, girls, it is September 9th. Get your absentee ballots in. Like, like we need to make this happen, because we cannot have 4 more years of this hot ass mess.
Exactly. Y'all be proactive about voting. Y'all better go vote. The deadline for absentee ballot signups in Georgia, I think that is October 5th, if I'm not mistaken. So make sure you go ahead and do that. Yeah, I'm like very like political like that.
I'm like, why do you know the dates and everything? Okay, okay.
Moving forward, or moving on into the rest of the year, is there anything else that you want to accomplish, or is there anything else that we could look forward to as Miss Toto fans?
Okay, wait, it's September. I'm like, what's the rest of the year? Okay, we definitely have another Crystal Dems. We're currently working on another Hotties project, because I'm a member of the Unfriendly Black Hotties in Chicago, which is me, Bambi Banks Kool-Aid, Chloe Kool-Aid, and Kenzie Kool-Aid. We're just like brainstorming some stuff, because usually it just happens naturally. We're like, oh my God, this is a stupid idea. Let's try it. We're like, so probably 1 or 2 more of those. And then other than that, just like trying to put out more content for people. I think that's the other thing. It's like, despite everything that's happening, like just putting out content for people to consume and remember that like you're still alive is good. Because like in a normal time without the lockdowns and everything, it's like you see these performers and you see these people frequently. Like you'll go to the club, out on the street, like whatever, you'll see them. It's important to even just as like self-inspiration to just keep getting in drag and keep trying new things and trying to push yourself, because the idea is to come out of this stronger than before and with more skills. Like, did you learn how to sew? Did you learn how to edit a video? Can you edit a picture now? Like, why not come out of this better than you were before? So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to come out with, I'm trying to DJ. Wait for that. DJ mixed titty. Like, wait till I learn how to DJ. And like one AirPod, and like, and like a bronzer palette. Like, but if I can learn how to DJ before the end of the year, be ready for some mixes. I usually do the mixes at the beginning of Crystal Dems, but I make them on like GarageBand because I know how to do that. But like, stay tuned. There is, I'll give it up. You know, I'll give it up. I'm not going to give too much up, but I am starting to work on a visual album of a Black artist myself. instead of doing like a collaboration. It's going to be the visual album done by me. So stay ready.
Yes, y'all better stay ready. Oh my God. I know I just feel like I just like jumped a little when you said that. I just know that it's just going to be the artistry is there. It's about
My
to
mind, I'm like, I already have like it all ready. It's just like a matter of like flying to Africa. Like, how am I going to get to Africa in a pandemic? Like, we're going to figure it out.
Well, Miss Toto, it has been such an honor to interview you and talk to you today. Like I said, everybody, please go follow Miss Toto on Instagram and Twitter. Look out for Chris. Oh my God, why am I choking these words right now?
Words are hard. Words are hard.
Words are
Words are
hard, and I need to be hooked on phonics. Everybody, make sure that you look out for Crystal Benz coming to you on the streaming platforms. And thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.